coming at some point. Hello. What a nice day. Wish all October field hockey games were like this. Yep. 11's 11 and 2, and we're 8 and 4 and 1.
Good afternoon and welcome to Nokomis Regional High. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the senior field hockey players as they prepare for their final regular season game. We'd like to start by recognizing the seniors from Leavitt Area High School. As I call your name, please step forward and accept your rose. Maddie Morin. Katie Searoys. Olivia Miller. Isabella Gates. Addison Twitchell. Sage Dunn. Isabella Westman. At this time, could we please have the families of all Nokomis senior field hockey players make their way onto the field? Seniors, thank you for your continued dedication and contributions to our field hockey program. We also understand the time and commitment necessary by the families of these students. On behalf of Nokomis, thank you for your continued support throughout the years. First, we have Maya C. Husen, accompanied by Peter, Missy, her brothers, Colby and Jake, and family. Ariana Turner, accompanied by Bub, Amanda, Riley, Logan, and family. Elena Donahue, accompanied by Laura, Dave, her brother Matthew, and family. Destiny Desjardins, accompanied by Shayna and Ryan. Madeline Wyman, accompanied by Tammy, Heidi, Jeff, and family.
Well, we have the person in charge here.
Aliyah Drummond, accompanied by Casey, Nick, and family. And Addison Hawthorne, accompanied by Liz, Adam, brothers Maddox and Mason, and grandparents. Thank you, and good luck in your final home game. me until 1:20 or 3:40. I thought they were going to come back here for him, but I guess not. Are they staying up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you announcing everyone?
Starters.
Ooh, okay. Just you. And then anthem?
Yeah.
No.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineups for today's contest. First, for the Hornets of Leavitt Area High School. Number 1, Maddie Morin. Number 2, Katie Seroyce. Number 3, Ainsley Berry. Number 4, Olivia Miller. Number 5, Jada Beatty. Number 8, Isabel Gates.
I'm hot. This is awesome.
Number 9, Addison Twitchell. Number 12, Callie Libby. Number 14, Briley Emmons.
In there.
Number 26, Mally Buckley.
My other point, not letting
And number 56, Isabella Westman. The Hornets are coached by Kathy Marston and assisted by Tara Giroux and Taylor Woollop.
Other states do it. I mean, New York's always. I think Massachusetts.
And
I know
now for
Massachusetts
your
is New York.
Nokomis Warriors.
Yeah, no, it's good point. I'll bring it up.
Number 2, Maya Seahusen.
Yep.
Number 4, Elena Donahue. Number 6, Reagan King. Number 7, Delaney Randlett. Number 10, Annie Nice. Number 12, Ariana Turner. Number 13, Destiny Desjardins. Number 14, Mackenzie Watson.
Interesting.
Number 21, Madeline Wyman. Number 22, Aliyah Drummond. And number 35, Addison Hawthorne.
These two reports.
The Warriors are coached by Shaughnessy Socher and assisted by Whitney Guy. The officials for today's game are Sonia Wedge and Gina Schuck.
One of those two.
The trainer is Bob Kreider. At this time, would you all please rise and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
Play them. Dicey.
Yeah.
regular season game, and it's got to be in the 70s. Like, it's warm, it's awesome, just a wonderful day for a game. Just concluded our senior recognition and our lineup introductions. And boy, are we going to have a battle on hand for you. This Warrior field hockey team has sort of faced a gauntlet of Class B North, and in the last few weeks of the season, facing Belfast, Gardner, Coney, and today Leavitt. And boy, are the heel points close. Leavitt sitting in 4 and Nokomis in 7th, but the point differential between 5, 6, and 7 is like a tenth of a point. It's a tenth of a point. Lawrence is in 5th at 70.7, Old Town in 6th at 70.3, and the Warriors at 70 even. So this contest, it could be some late season movement in the final kind of days leading up to playoffs, but should be a great game. And I know Nokomis has come up a bit short against some of these tougher teams, but they've been tough games. And I think that's a great tune-up getting into the playoff to be, as a coach, I would much rather be facing tough teams. And even if you come up with a tough loss, it's a great tune-up. You get a good look. You get your team playing at that high intensity level that you need. You don't want to be playing a game that you're just kind of cruising to a win on. So I'm looking forward to just a great contest this afternoon. Jersey being the dark color. I think field hockey is still probably one of the few. Field hockey, baseball, softball still have. Sometimes baseball and softball is the one uniform. There's the whistle. Hawthorne chips the ball through the middle of the field, and it bounces by a couple 11 players, but it's picked up by number 9. Twitchell flips it out to the right. Leavitt trying to work it up their right sideline. Possession. Even the dogs are excited on the sideline. Ranlet pressuring. Ball punches through the middle. Leavitt right at the 25. Packs it in defensively. Hawthorne gets a piece of it. Squibs off her stick to the right. Leavitt trying to flick it in. Donahue flicks it out of the circle. Worries the foul, so they'll take a free hit. Donahue surveys the field. Chips it to the middle. Comes right out to Nice. Touch. Nice touch by Turner. Turner's got King. King breaks into the circle on her own. In on the goal. Jessel got a little loose off her stick at the last moment. Goalkeeper for Leavitt. A nice save early and a break opportunity for Nokomis early in the game. Warriors call for a foul, so Leavitt will get the hit coming out. Backtracks, slaps it across the 50. It's back out to Turner. Turner trying to connect there. Nice takes over and pressures. Nice little reverse shovel along the sideline by the Hornet defender. Seahusen comes up the sideline. Seahusen has had a great senior year, and she just keeps going up the right. Nice stick work by the Hornet back, but Seahusen stays with the play, gets it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne looks up, kind of splits a couple of defenders. near opportunity just a moment ago as King broke in alone. Watson's foul, so she'll quickly restart play. Dribbles through to Turner. Turner trying to create some space out in the right wing. The dagger, a little piece of it caused it to go off Turner's foot. Briley Emmons for the Hornets. Actually, she pushed it over. Nice push lift over the first line of defense. Watson picks it up. Watson trying to maneuver by the opposition. Libby picks it up, gets right to Watson. Actually, it was Wyman sweeps it ahead and gets it to Watson. Watson trying to stay with the play. Moran just battling with her, gets the call. Defensive corner, and that's never an easy spot. Twitchell carries it back, tries to create some space for the Hornets, and she does. She wheels and sends it back into the Nokomis half of the field, but Hawthorne's there to pick it up. She's fouled, so she'll keep possession. Quick stop, and it was a nice quick ball, but the foul occurred a few yards back, so the free hit needed to be pushed back. This will be a quick little breather. I think normally at this point in the season you're not concerned about heat and water breaks, but you're going to be today. I think two talented teams. There should be some good up and down action. See fitness and fatigue play a factor. Ball goes all the way across the field over the sideline. Hornets trying to dance the sideline and doesn't stay inbounds. Crossing ball through the middle of the field, deflected up high by Leavitt, so Nokomis will keep possession. And remember, no such thing as a high ball. Is it dangerous? Usually when it's in a crowd of players, it is, but that's why sometimes you'll see a big high hit in open field and you're like, why wasn't that called? Siu's in with a nice takeaway on the left side. I think these are the fun games to watch. These are two skilled teams, have spent a lot of time on turf, understand how to pass and move. I think you're not going to see, sometimes you see teams where it's kind of get it and just blast it. You'll see a balance today of some good movement and passing. Donahue with a nice change of feel. Turner with a nice hustle. Is she going to get there? Oh, what a nice hustle by Turner, and the ball just ran away from her. Emmons puts it into play. Barry trying to break in, but a nice move by Watson. Hawthorne trying to chip it ahead to King. King's got Turner with her. King trying to cut through the middle, taken away. I'll say that's the one thing with Nokomis offensively between those 25s. They heart playing the ball in the middle of the field. I think that's just a tough zone. That's where teams just normally with the flow of the game collapse to the middle. Really want to use that inside-out movement. Force the defense to run, put passes into space. Push lift. Team there, 5 yards to kind of make that play. I'm not sure I always understand how that should be called. Whereas Donahue, who has just mastered the low stick tackle in her career, just a textbook takeaway. Seahusen with a nice pullback move. Tries to quickly get it away. Again, you can see the Leavitt player in the middle of the field trying to read it. Watson reaches back. I think it was the second reach back. You can hear that click of sticks, and you know there's going to be a foul call. Leavitt trying to quickly transition into the circle. Donahue shovels it out right at the top of the circle. Randlett trying to move up the left, and she's fouled. Big boom by Donahue. It's all the way over the 25. King gives chase. Actually, I think it was Randlett. Nice hustle. It's a little too strong. Nice hustle by is that Reese Moulton over there? Yeah. It's not a problem. Using just playing sideline. Deep end of the field, Nokomis. Should be a boost to this lineup. What a just outstanding freshman season Toulouse has had. I think Coach Saucier doing the nice thing, giving a couple of seniors a chance to start their final home game. And we'll see a couple of the regular starters come back in, and Toulouse. It's going to be fun to watch her as she progresses through her Nokomis career. I think if you watch her play, you didn't know she was a freshman, you would never guess it because she's really skilled and knowledgeable. As Leavitt comes in the circle, Drummond gets a piece of it. I think it ricochets off the goalie pads into a Leavitt foot. So the call will get Nokomis out of that defensive circle, but a good quick opportunity. Leavitt jumps on their free hit opportunities. There's kind of that quick pass to the circle. Leavitt continuing to push through. It's across the mouth of the goal. I'll go out the other side, so Leavitt putting some pressure. Late here in the first period, 4 minutes to go, regulation, no score. Second matchup. It's a nice touch pass. I think the ground's playing pretty quick. I think you're seeing Nokomis, and you just hear Coach Saucier on the balls right in front of Drummond. Drummond pokes it out. You hear Coach Saucier yell, "Move your feet." Just what I was going to say, you see a lot of Nokomis' players defensively just standing and lunging at the ball instead of staying in that good defensive position and laying on your feet and moving with the ball. Talked about, we've done senior games all last week and final one tomorrow with girls soccer. Last week boys soccer had an exciting finish in the waning seconds. Football with a big win on Saturday. Ball's crossed out in front. Drummond with another save. Ball's kicked out in front. Nokomis trying to pick it up. Donahue just holding ground with that low stick and finally able to pull it out a little bit to create some space. The Hornets push it over the end line. We were saying with some of the senior celebrations, you know, there's a lot of emotional energy. They've taken on kind of a life of their own as time has gone on. They're very meaningful to the athletes, to the families, and it kind of the focus is there sometimes and not on the game. And it's kind of a real emotional gear shift they have to make within a few seconds. So it's not uncommon, some of these senior games, that you see the play, like, you know, maybe not typical play, but as we near the final couple minutes of the first quarter, the first period, teams, you know, should be getting into sync. Again, Nokomis trying to just maneuver through the middle, and there's just no space. If they're able to get by one player, then there's another Hornet right there. Ranlett loses her footing. I think was trying to get out to the wing, just slipped on the turf. Hawthorne with a nice pullback right there. The Hornet jumps on it. Oh, off a leg, should be coming out. Coach here trying to get team to see, use the width of the field, and it was kind of the same thing we talked about the boys soccer team in the first period. They were really loving the middle of the field. In the second period, they got much better opportunities when they started to open up the space a little bit. And should get the call. She does. Again, those kind of two lines of Leavitt defense doing a great job. If it gets by the first, it's not going by the second. Pressure on the Warriors, balls into the circle. There's a player there. Oh, nice save by Drummond. Now the player puts it back in. A big swing defensively. Save the day, get it out. Hawthorne quickly sends it upfield. Trying to connect with King. King trying to tip it to some space. Nice. King. Moulton. Nice, just outside the circle, crossing ball and a little bit behind teams, but it hit a Leavitt player in the foot. So we will have our first penalty corner of the game. Extended time. The sound for the first period, 2 seconds to go. So Warriors will get a chance to play out the corner. So one opportunity have been on their heels a little bit defensively. Score the first goal of the game and get a big momentum boost going into the quarter break. Ball sent out to the top. Susan with a stop. Drops it back to Hawthorne. Hawthorne tries to get the shot off. Doesn't quite connect. Leavitt trying to break out with it. And it's outside. And it's the end of your first period. That's some nice action up and down. Drummond's got a couple of good saves. Keep this game scoreless.
Makes for better.
Yeah. give a shout out. I guess we have 50 fans watching at home or somewhere on their mobile device. So thanks for joining Warrior Athletics. I think as those shadows creep across the field, Drummond kind of looking right into the sun, but I think it was a good decision by Nokomis to defend that end first. So I think as the game goes on, it might get tricky. King battling for the ball. Turner joins the fray. Leavitt able to flip it out right into Turner's leg, so they'll get the hit. Emmons. And not enough room. Watson with the quick little flip into space. Desjardins gives chase. Over the sideline, so it'll be a free hit or a side in Nokomis. We'll drop to Watson. Again, Nokomis are not fielding that as cleanly as maybe they need to against a team like this. Nice job by Watson, or excuse me, Hawthorne. Desjardins with a nice cross to the middle of the field. Toulouse tries to get a stick on it. It's tipped, so Warriors will keep possession with a 25-yard hit coming in. Boy, that was a sweet pass by Addie Hawthorne. Just kind of slipped through 3 defenders. Toulouse is fouled. She just starts with a quick restart. Watson drops it down to Toulouse. Toulouse working the baseline. Or it could be Moulton. Hard to see. King trying to get control of it. The top of the circle, can't hold the handle, it's pushed out. Donahue got some treatment from the trainer, was able to return to the game, and that's a player you don't want to lose. Puts a nice pass all the way through. No one can connect with it. So each team has had stretches of a couple of minutes where they've got the other team kind of pinned in their own end. Leavitt had a couple of golden opportunities in the first half that were defended by Drummond, the Warrior goalkeeper. Turner picks it up. She's got Desjardins with her. Desjardins got King. Team's just kind of poking at it. Watson tries to muscle it through. I think Leavitt trying that lift, and I don't think they're just able to get enough air under it to make it work. Nice spy by Hawthorne, spies King right at the top of the circle. King trying to get it through, and I think Nokomis, they got to pick a lane. They either have to keep the ball tight to their stick, or a little more oomph on the passes through, because Leavitt has got that 2 lines of defense really closely. So that initial little tap pass is getting by the first line, but it's an easy pickup for that second line. So we either stick with it really tight around that first defender and beat the second defender a pass, or we're going to make a little push pass by. It's just going to have to be stronger. Watson keeping the pressure, doing a nice job, just stealing balls back and keeping the pressure on. Watson had it lined up, but instead of just going hard on the front, on our strong side, tried to dig it on the reverse side and fanned on it. That's one of those as a coach, like, when you can, you should be working to play it on the strong side of your stick. And sometimes kids get a little too reliant reaching on that reverse side. Skilled players can do it, but it definitely adds a layer of difficulty. Sometimes that's just unnecessary. That's a good sign for the Warriors to see Delaney Ranlett on the sideline, ready to sub back in. Ranlett's also getting some treatment at the quarter break. Hornets steal the hit, try to charge right into the corner. Donahue just takes a big swipe at it and able to pound it out. Toulouse working. She's fouled. Quickly sends the ball ahead. Nice trying to pick it up. Out of bounds, Warrior ball. I like that pass. It's a nice idea, but you got to get it, because if you don't, it sets the other team to break the other direction. So with a quick ball here, nice pass by Hawthorne out to Nice. Nice tip by Nice, and that's just what I was saying. That little tip by that first defender was enough. But that second line right there, and Reese Moulton paying the Hornets right back. Moulton working left side, just outside of the circle. Again, a little bit of just static flow where the Warriors, they get the hit and they're all just kind of standing in a spot. I'd like to see a little bit of movement to force the defense to move. They're all just sort of camped like chess pieces. I'd like to see Nokomis start making some little cuts, moving to ball, kind of pointing to a space that they're moving into so they can get led with a pass. I think they'd have a little more success than just trying to hope Leavitt misses or the ball bounces over a stick. Hawthorne bounces one through, goes all the way into the circle. Leavitt punches it right back out. Leavitt with a potential break. See who's in doing a nice job shutting that down. That could have been tricky. Nice job by Sehusen with the quick giving hit off the free hit. Turner picks it up. I think that's where Turner just kind of kept poking her stick. Just keep your stick right on the ground, and that's what the official said. No, that's a hack. I think just keep your stick low. I think Green had a chance to play it and played it kind of in a loose space, but that's okay. Like I said, nobody's going to call me for rule interpretations on that. Some other rules, I think I could give a pretty good answer, but that's one I'm not confident. Watson just tenacious, kind of stay with the ball. Again, it was Toulouse, and then there were 5 green jerseys right around her. It's where if you're going to take that quick self-start, you may want to just wait to force them to move 5 yards and give your teammates a chance to cut into some space. But Nokomis got to pick up their off-ball movement. I think just a little too much standing and maybe a little bit heat's getting to them. The sun's dipping below the trees. You can feel the temperature's cooled a bit. A little more comfortable to play. Oh. I think Coach Saucier just urging her team to kind of play that ball more to the sideline, and they just kind of keep cutting to the middle of the field. Leavitt's kind of been tucked in their own half of the field for a few minutes and anxious to get out. We're just under 5 to go. First half action, no score. Nice ball up the sideline. Leavitt puts it over the sideline. Nice ball, but just a little too much. And I think that's where Nokomis is kind of playing with pace. Pace on the ball. What's going to work? What's going to get intercepted? What's going to stay in bounds? Go out of bounds? Oh, this could be dangerous. Wow, what an explosion by the Leavitt forward. Drummond comes out. She gets a piece of it with her stick. What a save by Drummond. And what a breakaway. I think that looked like trying to get the number, but that forward for Leavitt just exploded. I think that was number 8, Gates, just exploded by the Warrior defense. They were running together, and all of a sudden she was 5 yards ahead. Leavitt drops it back. Twitchell sets the ball. I think that was ruled a little dangerous. And again, you see Leavitt moving with speed to balls where Nokomis is sort of standing and waiting for the ball to get to them. I think hopefully that's a halftime adjustment the Warriors could make. Just a little more active off the ball. When they have a free hit, are they moving and cutting to create some passing lanes? Moving and cutting to get the balls versus waiting for it to come to them. Leavitt's a top-ranked team. They come in with an 11-2 record. You don't get 11 wins without playing some skill field hockey. Nice job by Toulouse to work it up the sideline. Moulton on the play. Moulton's fouled. Hawthorne will take it. Again, no one is moving. You could just see everybody standing still, and we're just getting lucky when the ball kind of goes through sticks. Nice, doing a nice job picking it up, turn the corner, trying to shovel it back for a good shot. Ball's in front of the goal. Defender sweeps it out. Minute 20 to go, first half. Warriors pressuring. Back to Donahue. Donahue over to Hawthorne. Turner picks up the loose ball. Big crossing ball by number 9, Twitchell. Hornet sprinting to catch up with it. Over the sideline. Ranlett with it, working up the left, doing a nice job getting out of the deep defensive end with 15 seconds to go. Kind of scrumming for the ball. Ranlett puts it over the 50, kind of ricochets in the Warriors' legs, and that's the horn for halftime. After 2 full periods, no score, and only 1 penalty corner in the game. The Warriors to end the first period, no penalty corner. And other than that, both teams have been having opportunities in their end, but neither team has capitalized yet by getting in the back of the kick. Katie, can you get the little foam cover to the microphone?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kate. Yep. That's Charlie. I said bring it in. Back to second half action. We flip ends. Just a great first half. We'll see how teams make adjustments. Sirois for Leavitt gives chase. Toulouse able to beat her to the ball, but there's Morin punches it right into the circle. Donahue with a nice ball crosses it right out the other side. There were moments in the first half, each team kind of had a surge and, you know, segments of time where they had the other team pinned in their end. I think Nokomis probably had the best break-in opportunity with King, but Leavitt had a couple of their own opportunities. And it's off a foot, and the Hornets will get their first penalty corner of the game. Just a well-played game. Ball bounces out of the circle. A foul at the top, so Hornets restart the play. Of course, on a penalty corner, the ball does need to just come out of the circle, and then it can re-enter before it's shot on goal. And in field hockey, for a goal to count, the ball does need to be inside of the circle. Controlled at the top, kind of chipped in, a bouncing ball. Boy, those can be dangerous. It's right in front of the goal. Nice job by Donahue. Boy, she's just been such a solid defender. Really kind of came on and her mask stuck in her hair. Donahue, and this is a nice ball, hits Turner right in stride. Turner taps it ahead. Jardin pressuring on the play. Leavitt trying to work it out to the left. Boy, that was a beautiful pass by Donahue. Crossing ball, ricochets off a stick. This is where Nokomis has got a few minutes advantage of that sun right at the tree line. And you can see the goalkeeper for Leavitt just holding that mitt hand up to try to shield it. The sun is right in her eyes. If the Warriors want to maybe get a little lucky advantage, now's the time to get it in the circle and try to get a shot on. Drummond navigated it the first half for the Warriors, but the sun was a little bit higher. It's probably the next 4 or 5 minutes. We'll see how long it takes for that shadow to creep over the goal cage. Ranlett picks up a ball. Siusen drops in, tries to pick it up. Leavitt really doing a nice job. When they get the ball in the middle, they quickly try to transition to the wing. Toulouse doing a nice job forcing the foul. Toulouse kicks it up to Siusen. Siusen has it stripped. Oh, the player, 26, Buckley, had a nice takeaway, and she looked up when she did. I don't know if the ball just hit a little tuft of grass, bounced out of bounds, so turf break for the Warriors. Ball comes back to Toulouse. She's got Donahue with her. Slides it over to her. Donahue changing fields. Fakes a little cut back, keeps going. That was a pretty move by Donahue just to create a little space. Takes the big swing, doesn't connect, so gets called, but it was a pretty field transition by the senior back.
That sun is right in that goal.
I know. That goalkeeper really, Leavitt goalkeeper is struggling to see. As King, can King break it through? Tries to push it by a couple of defenders. Leavitt has been tough defensively all game. Really nice layered support. You can tell why they're an 11-2 team, very organized with their defense. And again, there's that play, just trying to force that ball in that middle part. We'll love to see Nokomis try to push, keep using the width of the field. As Leavitt breaks back the other way. Donahue picks it up. Donahue's fouled. Just does such a great job. It's just like in basketball, you talk about dribbling with your away hand from the defense, and Donahue always does a nice job with that, kind of puts that ball on her away hip to protect it. Tipped out of bounds by Leavitt. Warriors will keep possession, still no score. Boy, and as tightly as this game has been played, you kind of start to think it's just going to be one little moment where someone gains an advantage or has a miscue. Nice aerial by Donahue over the 50. Toulouse gets a stick in to break up the play. Miller puts it into play, centers the ball. Morin tries to tip it in the middle, ball just outside of the circle. Beatty battling with Watson. Watson wins the battle. Turner picks up the crossing ball, working it up the wing, loses a handle. Corner, it looked like that ball maybe ricocheted off Toulouse's shin pad. The official giving the player the advantage, none gained, so calls it for the corner. And have a mishit, so Leavitt's got to bring it back out. Now they can come back in, pushes it just to the right of the goalkeeper, and had a cherry picker, just couldn't connect. It's over the end line, so Leavitt can't connect on their third penalty corner. 6:45 to go, third quarter, still no score. This could vault the Warriors a couple of spots in the heel point standings. There are 3 players, 5, 6, 7, all within a 1/10 of a heel point. And obviously Turner, the Hornets of Turner, Maine, of Leavitt Area High School, with an 11-2 record, the number 4 spot, a valuable opponent. Ball's flipped over the 50. Donahue gives chase. Watson picks it up, tips it forward. That's where I think it was a good job by Watson, kind of talked about in the first half. If you're going to dodge, you got to put a little more on it. And Susan, I think we'd like to see Susan come back to that ball. She kind of waited, and the Leavitt player just jumped the lane to get it. Toulouse doing a nice job putting it off a foot. Punches it through to Watson. Nice passing by Leavitt. Ball's in the circle, and it'll be a corner.
How much time are they allotted to get ready and get?
I don't know if there's a set time, Matt. But they got to get going. I think it can take more than a minute, but I think with the mask change, you know, they're reasonable. But it is a change in the rule this year that the corner starts on a whistle, but there's no clock stop. Like in the college game, the clock stops.
Yeah.
To kind of give time for that. We'll see at some point if that ball squirts out to the top, line up for a big swing, can't connect. It drifts wide of the cage. So Leavitt, a distinct advantage in penalty corners this half. 4 to Nokomis' 0. Leavitt, I'd say, he's had a bit of an advantage in field possession. Nokomis really hasn't gotten into the Leavitt circle yet. We'll see if they can maybe break through. It's still a close game. Watson sends one over the 50, goes by a host of players. Susan tries to pick it up. Nice gets it. Nice has got Susan. She'll move up the left, try to cut back. Just excellent defensive position by Miller. Ranlett picks one off. She's got some room in the middle. But again, there's that support defense. I've been really impressed with the layering of Leavitt. There is no reprieve for Nokomis. They get by one player and there's immediately another green jersey in their face. Donahue sends one all the way through the other side of the field. Susan kind of camped over there, is going to pick it up. Tips it by the defender. She get nice and king. Susan takes a nice angle to be able to get by the defender. Susan continuing to work. Nice little pop play by, and again, nice call by the official to see that. She was screened from the play. Susan will start the free hit. Slides it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne on the left side of the corner. Hawthorne with a big shot. Shovels it to the middle. King's there. Can King get a stick on it? Moulton pulls it back. Can't get enough on it. Ranlett keeps the pressure on. Probably the best offer for Nokomis there. Boy, if someone could have just connected with a little power. Nice job crossing, and to give Susan a nice job for just controlling the play down the left side to put that ball into the circle. Two minutes to go, third quarter, still no score. Just a tight contest here. It has a playoff intensity to it. I suppose tensity too, although I don't think tensity is a word. Maybe we'll make it up. Leavitt trying to cross fields. Nice, doing a nice job intercepting the pass. Nice pass to the top of the circle. A little too hot to handle for Hawthorne. Ranlett picks it up. Ranlett trying to connect back, but again, that marking by Leavitt is just really been great. Nokomis getting a little offensive momentum here. Can they sneak through? 50 seconds, third quarter. Ranlett working it along the outside of the circle, trying to shove it through to Hawthorne. Maybe pick up a corner, maybe pick up a shot, and there they go. The Warriors get the corner call. Could this be the moment? a team breaks through. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. I think this might be one of those no man land. They're not going to have a lot of time. I don't know if the officials will let them play through with just 15 seconds. 8 seconds. Ball's pushed out to the top. Comes out to Seusen. Seusen with a stop. Slides it back at Hawthorne. Hawthorne with a stop. Trying to push it back over. Donahue doing a great job keeping the ball in the circle to keep the play going. There's a flip on to goal. Leavitt flicks it out, and that should be the end of the quarter. So good offer by Nokomis. Can't really generate the strong shot on, but you got to credit the senior Donahue knowing kind of the time and situation that the ball's got to stay in the circle and kind of crashes in. So after 3, no score. We'll break for the quarter and come back for a final period of regulation.
Because we need to, yeah, oh yeah. Don't give me one. Don't give me one. Did they get out quick? I don't, it was my, that last one. Okay, sorry. Let's do, how about, if we do 2 in a row, I want to do
I know which one you're talking about.
straight out to Addie, touch it, shoot it,
You dump it that
yeah,
far.
I feel like that's allowed.
That's mine. You just put me all you want. If somebody else,
Okay, ladies, listen.
than I am.
We have to, 5-second rule is on, okay? Everybody listen to me right now, please. 5-second rule is on. You need to recover, get back, get your stick down, and we are on the attack. We just need to get some more opportunities, okay? You're center back, Alina on the right, Ella on the left.
Tiny ladybugs, stink bugs, houseflies. Yeah.
My house, ladybugs.
Warriors on 3! 1, 2, 3, Warriors! Hey, you're doing awesome. Great circle.
They're just annoying. The dog's afraid of them.
Yeah.
Leavitt. Work the ball around the horn to start it. Nice read by Nice. Steals it. Breaks in inside the 25. She's got a trio of green jerseys around her. And she just loses her balance trying to pull it back and kind of feet get stuck in the ground. Donahue doing a nice job kind of taking it away from that breaking forward. It's number 8, Isabella Gates, who earlier in the first half just showed her explosive speed. She was just sort of running along with 2 white jerseys, and then it was like she was shot out of a cannon and just exploded by them into the goal on her own. So that's a number I would remember and give her some space. Ball comes into the circles in front of, oh! Golden opportunity by Leavitt. Kind of developed quickly. They had two players in the circle, had a 2-on-1. Basically, there's a player camped in front of Drummond. The pass went to her, and she slammed it across the face of the goal and just missed the post. Probably the best scoring opportunity of the day. That was one of the, you could hear the air come out of the Nokomis side and the, oh, on the Leavitt side, and the Hornets right back in. Ball's flipped into a body, and we'll see what the official calls, and she does say it was directly into a body, so it's coming out. Hawthorne blasts it out of there. Desjardins picks it up. Warriors foul, so the Hornets trying to put some pressure on early here in the fourth quarter to see if they can pick up a goal. Donahue kind of a mishit on it. Hornets capitalize on it, take it away. Sehusen picks up the loose ball. Leavitt with a back path, and Nice nearly takes it away, but King gets a piece of it. Nice has it. She's got one defender. Leavitt recovers. Boy, it seems like Nice's cleats just are getting stuck up in the turf and the ball. She's had a couple of opportunities. Maybe just couldn't develop the way she'd like. Just a little sticky foot. I think Soroyce was the field player who had that shot across the goal. You know, she's feeling like, oh, I had one there. Emmons pushes it ahead, bounces through a couple of players. Sehusen picks it up. Sehusen is fouled. She'll just continue to go, but I think she's going to have to take it back where the foul occurred. Oh, dangerous crossing ball. Barry pounces on it. Drummond comes out and makes the save. Wow, could have been. Again, Nokomis kind of putting a ball in a dangerous space against a team that's shown they move and cut to the ball. And what a save by Drummond. She's come up big with 2 or 3 saves to keep this game scoreless. Emmons pushes it through. King kind of sweeps it from behind, pushes it by one player, stays with the play. Inside 10 minutes, regulation. Big ball up the sideline. Watson trying to work it through a crowd of players. Leavitt really trying to work the sideline tightly. You can hear the Leavitt coach, urging her team player to squeeze the middle, where they're really trying to shut down that ability for Nokomis to go through the middle of the field, and they've been pretty successful with it all day. You can see Toulouse taking the quick hit, but she had 3 green jerseys in front of her. That's where I'd like to just see some ball movement or some off-the-ball movement. Nokomis just standing in spots. That's where they've got to get a little movement. Sehusen and Watson have done a nice job just disrupting lots of plays. Sometimes it doesn't materialize and maybe a long possession for Nokomis, but they at least have kind of slowed down this Hornet attack. You can sense as the clock is waning that Leavitt's playing with a bit more urgency. Donahue kind of pushes one out, but Leavitt right back into the circle with it. And again, it's like right idea, but sometimes it's like knowing when how to be quick without rushing. 7:40, no score. Hornets keeping the Warriors pinned in their own end. Line drive up the middle. Big ball by Hawthorne. That's going to go all the way through. Oh, we're up to 87 watchers online. 57 or 87?
57.
Oh, I got a little excited. Welcome to our viewers at home. Hope you're enjoying this great game. I think the goalkeeper for Leavitt dodged the sun glare issue with that dip below the trees. I think the first minutes of the second half was right in her face, but Nokomis just couldn't penetrate that Leavitt defense. So they come into the circle. Nice crossing ball by Nice. Goes out of bounds on the short side, but Nokomis has not spent much time in the Leavitt corner this half. But it's still no score, and the stat that counts. The goal total at this point, both teams have shown the ability to kind of break through. Ranlett will input the ball. There we go. Nice cut by Nice. I think Nice is getting exasperated. She's just getting bumped a little bit like a pinball over there. Little drop pass to Ranlett. Ranlett pushes it over to Watson. Squirts off her stick. Donahue's right there to pick it up. Donahue's got Turner. Tries a little spin move in the middle. She'll come back the other way. Spin again. Nice low stick ball into the circle. And there's that Leavitt defense quickly slides it out. That was a nice ball into the circle by Donahue. It's where you see a lot of sticks at the waist, upright bodies. This is where you want to be light on your feet, moving, and stick low, especially when you get in the circle, so you're ready when the ball comes. You're already ready to play the ball. The time it takes for you to get that stick down, get your body down, it's too late. Siuzen, the ever-steady senior. Oh, nice idea, just didn't slip it through those two defenders. This little give-and-go passing, it hits off Watson's foot. The official says play on because Leavitt retained possession. That kind of slashes her stick in, creates a foul. Leavitt swings the ball into the circle. It's off a stick. Toulouse picks it up. Toulouse trying to work it out the sideline. It ends up slipping off her stick over the end line. The official rules it's not intentional, so it's a 25-yard hit. But if the official thinks the defensive player intentionally puts the ball over the sideline, they kind of award a corner there. So you got to be a little bit careful defensively. It's not like soccer. You just blast it. Although you put it over the end line in soccer, you're going to give the other team a corner kick. Leavitt maneuvering in the circle. Nice job by Emmons. It's the fifth corner of the half for the Hornets with 3:45 to go. This is a moment for them to capitalize. And alternatively, your best chance for a breakaway is if you can kind of defensively quickly get the ball out, because the bulk of your team's coming back from the 50 and the bulk of the opposing team is already down at the circle. So a tale of kind of two challenges and two opportunities. Ball's out to the top. Nice stop. Stop. Shot. It's ripped on. Hawthorne doing a nice job getting a piece of it here. If Hawthorne can go quick, release King, and just blast it. Just like that. And there goes Nice. Nice and King breaking in on the goal. Gives it over to King. King's got to pull it back. It's a tough angle for a shot. Just would have liked to have seen Nice just push it right at the goalkeeper. But that's the kind of breakaway opportunity that can happen on a corner. I love it when I call it like that. 2:45 to go, so golden opportunity by Nokomis. Missed. Ranlett steals one. Ball bounces all the way through. Moulton gives chase. Leavitt's going to try to bring it out the other side of the circle. They center the ball. Hawthorne trying to take it away. Hawthorne wins the battle. 2 minutes to go. Could Nokomis pull off the big win? Hawthorne drills one through, and no one can get a hold of it. .137, stop clock, just I couldn't get a ball on the field. Leavitt sends a big ball through, over the 50. Royce can't control it. Toulouse puts it on the field. Toulouse battling, and just, again, whenever you hear all those sticks kind of, you know there's going to be a foul call. Miller trying to urge her team to get going quickly. All the way through the 25. Sehusen picks it up. Sehusen trying to work the sideline. Crossing ball. Turner can't control it. It's flipped in. And it's off in Nokomis' foot. So with 45 seconds, Leavitt picks up their 6th penalty corner. So again, the Hornets have an opportunity here in the closing minute. Are they going to come away with a win, or are we going to head to overtime? Ball's out to the right, slide it over to the middle of the field. Donahue punches it out, and there's the horn. So the Warriors dodge a bullet right at the end of the game, and we're going to have overtime action. In overtime, it is reduced numbers, 6 field players and your goalkeeper, and so this should be a wide open tilt. Both teams have shown they've got skill, they've got speed, so it should be a lot of fun to watch. And who's got enough gas left in the tank? great game.
We did one that went 2 overtimes, one ended up dying.
It's like, she needed to pass it to her sooner. That's not an easy shooting angle on the move. It's not the strong side. If she could get it early to her, the goalie steps towards it, and then she gives it, someone can get it right back, because on the right side, that's like an easier sweep across. If you draw that goalie out, it's out the cage, you just can't wait too late. It's like almost, if you get to the stroke marker, you just need to shoot it yourself. And full tilt, you know. It'll be one, and it's like a sudden victory, so if somebody scores, it's done. It's not like soccer where you have to play out both of them.
Nobody scores the
Yeah,
first
then
one.
there'll be a
There's another
second one, and then if not, it ends a tie.
Fun.
You do any kind of fantasy football leagues or anything?
Yeah, I'm in 2.
It's like amazing. Last week it was just like, this week it's like anybody getting done double digits.
I hate that when that happens.
I feel like the season
Yeah.
consistent.
Well, the tight ends have been awful. There's been only a couple tight ends that
And injuries.
injuries. Yeah.
Injuries. Ooh, bumped up.
It's a big game. So this could change something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just appreciative we're not bundled up here. It'd be kind of chilly.
Yeah.
So the Warriors will go with King, Ranlett, Watson, Hawthorne, Seahusen, and Donahue. Or Leavitt. It's got Soroyce. See if I can pick up their numbers. I'm thinking Gates has got to be in there. Miller. Try to pick the other numbers up.
Number 4. Yep, Miller.
Yep, Miller. She's had a strong game. 14. Emmons also just really been impressed with the style of play. I mean, obviously I like Nokomis' style of play too, but I feel like there's 2 similar philosophies out here today. Makes for a really nice field hockey game. Donahue with a nice stop. Quick pass out wide to Watson. Watson kind of strips the pocket of Gates. Leavitt trying to break in. Ranlett works it out the right side. Has it taken away from her. Stays with the play. Seahusen gets tangled up in the play. Leavitt pressuring outside. Punches it into the circle. Donahue's there. Gets the low stick tackle. Nice decision by Hawthorne trying to connect with Watson. Watson trying to flip it ahead to King. Leavitt takes it away. Streaks up the middle of the field, into the circle, pushes it on. Nice save by Drummond, boots it right back out. Leavitt comes right back in with it. Shot on goal, stop. It's behind Drummond. Oh, boy, and Nokomis gets lucky with a whistle as that ball had gotten by Drummond and the Hornets were ready to pounce. Hornets keeping the pressure on Nokomis. They've had, in the fourth quarter, had 2 late penalty corners, one right at the end of the regulation. They haven't been able to connect. So just as I said in regulation, this is an even more dangerous opportunity for a breakaway if Nokomis can, but they got to get that stop first. Ball comes slowly out, nearly taken away by Watson. Watson stays with the play. It's chipped across the goal, popped up by Drummond. Drummond goes down. Ball's on the ground. Players on the ground. Squares past the goal, and it's out of bounds. Whew. That's where King can just take it to space. The defender, King took it quickly. She can take it quickly without defenders being 5 yards away, but if the defender's not 5 yards away, they can't just immediately start defending. They've got to give them some space, but it was a smart, not sure if that was an intentional play by Leavitt, but it was a smart play to kind of slow King down, because if she gets by that defender, there's no one between her and the goalkeeper. Nice push through to Watson. Watson trying to make it through a couple of defenders. Defender slips down. Watson punches it ahead. King can't connect with it. Leavitt comes the other way with it. King hustles all the way back to try to take it away. Emmons showing some wheels. 4 minutes. First overtime. This is a sudden victory situation. If a team scores, the game is over. If no one scores after this overtime, there will be a second overtime. Again, the defender, Donahue had established position, so the defender's got to give her room to play it. It's a good call. Donahue just kind of falls down. The defender kind of riding her the whole way, but it's good. It's been good, clean play the whole game, and a really fun game to watch. This is one for either team, going to be a heartbreaker to not come away with a win. Hawthorne tries to tip it away. Watson trying to work it through a couple of feet. CU's in. CU's in, blast one upfield. King gives chase. It's probably going to be a little too much. A little too much on it, but not a bad idea by CU's in. A pin Leavitt down in their defensive corner of the field. 2.5 to go, first overtime. Leavitt's control play has had a couple of great opportunities. Drummond has made a number of great saves throughout the game. Ball deemed dangerous, so Nokomis, if they can kind of get a quick hit, maybe can create some space to get a shot. So we hit the 2-minute mark, comes out to Hawthorne. Hawthorne loses it, and again, that's a dangerous ball, because if you don't get it, the other team is headed the other way. You can see the fatigue in players is not just really getting down in that low position as Emmons comes up. Bangs the ball across the circle. Nice crossing ball, but just had Barry in there, and she was triple teamed. Should be a white ball coming out. I don't think anyone touched that crossing pass. 1.5, first overtime, and you can see both teams taking this opportunity, seeing hands on hips, hands on knees, and kind of trying to draw in those deep breaths. Donahue with a nice ball upfield. I think it's deflected out of bounds. We'll try it again. Minute to go, first overtime. Can Nokomis storm down the field and get one? Warriors had some good opportunities early and then had a breakaway opportunity in the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter that they couldn't capitalize on. But Leavitt has been keeping the pressure right on this Warrior defense. Barry trying to pull one back. She's tangled up with Seusen. Seusen gets the call. Seusen knocks one ahead, comes through to King. It hits a foot. Can King just take it and go? She's got 3 green shirts ahead of her, though. Randlett picks it up. Ball stripped from her. Ball's just blasted upfield with 10 seconds to go. That probably is going to be the end of overtime. I don't think Nokomis is going to be able to track the ball down and get it back up to hit. So I think both teams appreciative of the chance to catch their breath. And there's the horn, so we'll take another break and have a second overtime. One time, kid. You got this. One time. Whew.
Right. Riley.
Teams come out of the break. We'll do another, set the clock for another 8 minutes. This is the final overtime. Either someone scores to end it or the game will end in a tie. Boy, what a game. And credit to Nokomis defense because Leavitt, as the game has progressed, Leavitt's controlled the ball more and more in their offensive end, and Drummond has stood on her head a couple of times to stop it. But Nokomis has snuck through that defense a couple of times, so we'll see. King starts it off, trying to maneuver through the middle of the field. She's fouled. Randlett will slide it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne pushes the pass through, trying to connect with King breaking in from left to right. Stick foul on the Warriors. Donahue again just continuing just to do really good things on the defensive end, trying to, I think, get a little more on that ball. Watson always just a pesky defender. See teams are walking a little bit more. Twitchell kind of letting her team get set up. Just drills one through. Nobody's going to touch that ball. Susan surveys the field. Susan sees Watson out in the right wing. Watson's got some room, and that's where stay in that right wing. You had space. King was covered. I think I'd love to see Watson just explode up the sideline and let King release and just push it ahead, straight ahead, and let King run into it. Too many balls in the middle of the field. Now it's like, come out to the right. You've got space. I hope they watch this and see that space I'm talking about. There's no one out there. King is so fast. She will beat the defender to the ball. Just push it out into space. Leavitt pushing up the field. Susan pushes it away from Gates. That's where push it straight ahead. If you can get that straight ahead, King is there. Just get it out in the wing. I want it so bad for him. So it'd be a big momentum boost for Nokomis to come away with a win here. You know, and that's where fatigue, it's like how many times does the same thing have to happen with the same result? You expect a different outcome. The Warriors have got to dig down. I think that's fatigue. The ball just comes back to you. You feel like all I can do is just push it like right back in the same direction. I think if Nokomis can just get a little width on this play and get out of the middle of the field, they could really break King loose. Hawthorne with a nice pullback, and that's where this right side where the official is. There we go. King, come on, does King have it in the tank? That's a nice ball by Hawthorne, just a few feet over the end line. But that's where that space is, right where this official on this near side is. If a little more touch on the ball, and King can catch that. Or even Watson can slide up. Twitchell working it to the right for Leavitt, trying to push it ahead. Hawthorne gets a piece of it. Or maybe she doesn't. Is it still a white ball? I thought maybe Hawthorne tipped it, but maybe she didn't. Donahue. 4.5 to go. Donahue tries to lift it through the defense. And see just the fouls kind of increasing, which is expected at this point. See where players were sprinting. Nice hustle by Ranlett. There's some fatigue out there. Ball's pushed ahead. Barry gives chase. Susan's with her. Barry turns the corner, tries to tip it back. Susan's with her. Drummond kind of comes out of the goal. Ranlett's able to break out with it. Ranlett's got some space. Ranlett's fouled. Kicks it ahead. Miller tracks it down. King pressuring. Miller pushes it by her. Nice break up by Ranlett to slow the play down. 3:20. Big ball all the way through. Nokomis should just let that ball go. I love those plays. That's when the ball goes into the cage from outside of the circle. That's when you know who knows the field hockey rules and who doesn't. It's a nice cutback by King. Just couldn't quite get it. Gates pushes it up inside the 25, outside of the circle. It's tipped into a Nokomis leg, so the Hornets pick up a valuable penalty corner. It's their second of overtime. Hawthorne just gassed, comes out for a breather. Nice. It's going to head in. Nice. We'll bring some fresh legs to the lineup, but will she get a chance to get in? Leavitt's 8-2 in penalty corners, but they haven't been able to capitalize yet. Here's the play. Ball comes out to the top. Stop. Push on. Donahue gets a piece of it. She's fouled. Nice job. She thought about the big hit, and I'm glad she changed her mind. So I don't think it would have went anywhere. There's just too many players around, so she ends up earning the foul. So a couple of sets of fresh legs into the lineup. Toulouse and Nice. Watson hustles back for the ball. She's fouled. I think Susan thought maybe the ball got hit off her foot, but you can't stop playing there. This isn't college, raising your hand or pros. Like, they're not going to, you know, the international. Nice ball through to Nice. Can Nice beat Miller to the ball. Nice gets a piece of it. Susan has had a really outstanding game, picks it up. Susan's got to stay composed. You don't want to start flailing at this point. Kicks the ball ahead. Delaney Ranlett has it. Ranlett trying to work over the 25. She gets the call. Nice cut by Toulouse. Ranlett doesn't see her. Tries to pull it back to create some space. 35 seconds. Can Nokomis make something happen? They got the ball at the 25-yard line. Don't really have a lot of time to sit and think about it. You got to try to get the ball in the corner and either get a shot or get a corner. Donahue pushes it ahead, and it's behind Nice, out of bounds, and I don't think anybody's going to be able to do anything unless Leavitt, I think, has got to chase to the fence for the ball. 14 seconds. And I think we are going to end in a tie here. Maybe Leavitt gets a hit off. Even if Nokomis steals it, I don't think they could do anything with it. 4 seconds. That's going to be it. Big hit up the field. And that, what a contest. That was an amazing field hockey game. Nokomis standing tall against a top-ranked team, and in Class B, the Hornets, I think, you know, feeling like they had some chances, but defensively, Warriors stayed tough. So we got one more regular season contest. The girls soccer team tomorrow. Hope you can join us. Thanks to all the fans who joined us online. And if you're watching this after the fact, hope you enjoyed today's game. You know, just go ahead. All the Warrior fans say it.